introduce myself. My name is Dornita from the Information System Department. Let me start by giving you some background about computer and hardware. But first, I will explain first about computer. What is computer? A computer is an electronic device designed to process data quickly and accurately. With its complex function, computers are able to process information, store data, and present results that can help users in various activities, from writing, calculating, to design. In simple terms, a computer is a machine that can receive input, process it with certain logic, and provide result or output according to the instruction given. In various fields, the multitasking capabilities of computer make them an indispensable tools. Next, we will discuss function and benefit of computers. 2. Function and benefit of computers. Computer function. Computers have various functions, including the following. 1. Data processing. One of main functions of computer is data processing. They can perform complex mathematical operations, data manipulation, storage, and retrieval of information quickly and efficiently. 2. Communication. Computer enable the sending and receiving of data over the internet and computer networks. They facilitate communication between individuals and organizations through email, instant messaging, video calls, and social media. 3. Data storage. Computer can store data in a variety of formats, such as text, image, video, and audio files. Hard disk drive, solid state drive, and cloud storage are some of the common methods used to store data. 4. Graphics and multimedia processing. Computer enable image and video editing, animation creation, sound processing, and media reproduction. They are used in film industry, graphic design, computer games, and music production. Next are the benefits of computers. B. Benefit of computers. Here are the benefits that computer can provide to mankind, including 1. Become a means of communication. The benefit of computer as a tool for communication have developed greatly in recent years. This is because computers have replaced the function of landlines, which are communication tools of most people. Computers have become tools that make humans no longer have limits. Computers have succeeded in becoming the first closer as if there were no limits. 2. Make work easier. Basically, computers were created to make all kinds of work done by humans easier. This can be proven in current era. Computers have almost helped all humans work in various fields, such as office, bank, accountants, to services. They are increasingly in every company. 3. As an educational support. Almost schools in the era technological advancement now have made computer one of tools used to support teaching and learning activities. Teacher can use computer as a learning medium. This is also significant because the use of computer as a medium makes learning more interactive. 4. As a business support, computers have benefited the business world by shortening the distance between seller and consumers, opening up a very wide market and providing many innovation for making sales. Computers can record, fill in, and delete data quickly. Next, about the main components of computers. Main components of computers. The main components of computer are hardware and software. Usually, these main components of computer have been installed on the main board in one unit or one board. The following are the main components of a computer and their function. 1. Hardware. Hardware is all type of components on a computer that have a physical form, can be seen and felt. So, it can be said that the definition of hardware in computer system is physical computer tools that is used to carry out several processes, such as input, output, and processing. In the hardware section of the computer consists of various components that work together to carry out its function. Broadly speaking, these components can be categorized into several main parts. 1. The main processing and storage components consist of a CPU. Central Processing Unit is the most important part of computer that is responsible for executing instruction given to the computer. CPU is the brain of the computer that is responsible for processing data and running programs ordered by the user. B. RAM. RAM is a temporary and high-speed main memory of computers, as an instant workspace for the processor or CPU. When we open an application or data, the information is moved from permanent storage into RAM. The goal is for the CPU to be able to access the data needed very quickly to run programs and perform various tasks. C. Hard disk. Hard disk is hardware component that stores all digital contents, documents, photo, music, video, programs, application preference, and operation system, as well as digital contents, are stored on the hard disk. Hard disk can also be external and also internal. 2. Input and output component consists of a keyboard. A keyboard is physical input device consisting of an arrangement of keys. When a key is pressed, it sends an electronic signal to the computer, which is then translated into characters, numbers, symbols, or commands to interact with the system. B. Mouse. The mouse in hardware is an input device used to control the cursor or arrow on the computer screen. With a mouse, user can select, open, and manage various commands of the computer through movement and clicks. The mouse can also be used to scroll pages or documents. C. Monitor. A monitor is a computer hardware device to function to display the result of computer processing in the form of text, image, or video visual. A monitor is an output device that allows users to see the result of data processing by the CPU. Next, the other main components of computer are 2. Software. Software is collection of components or interaction whose function is to run program in computer. Software works according to the programming language and data entered into it. Commonly used programming language are Visual Basic, and C++. A. Components of the software. Various types of software are divided into several types, namely 1. Operating system. Computer software or software that is tasked with controlling and managing hardware and also basic system operation, including running application software such as data processing programs that can be used to make human activity easier. Example of operating system include this operating system, Microsoft Windows, Linux, and Unix. 2. Application programs. Software that is application-based and can be run directly with extension installed in the operating system or run with online service. Each application has a category according to its purpose and function for the user. Application software can be divided into two categories: basic application for general purpose and specialist application. So now let's move on to the definition of hardware and the part of hardware. What is hardware? Hardware is a physical component of a computer system that can be touched and felt. Unlike software, which is digital, hardware includes all real devices that support the running of a computer system. If I explain it more detail, hardware in a computer system is hardware that acts as a tool for executing various processes controlled by software. Hardware includes various components, ranging from input devices such as keyboard and mouse, output devices such as monitors and printer, to storage devices such as hard drive and SSD. Hardware according to function. In general, computer hardware can be categorized into three main functions, namely 1. Input device. Input devices are hardware that function to enter data or information into a computer. The data or information can be in the form of image, text, video, and audio. The task of input device involves taking components, data, or instruction from the user, then converting them into a binary language that can be understood by the processing device. Some examples of input device include a keyboard. The keyboard is a primary input hardware device on computers and other digital devices. Physically, the keyboard consists of a series of buttons arranged according to their function and use. The keyboard functions as a communication bridge between the user and the computer. By pressing the buttons on the keyboard, user can enter various types of information and comments into the computer system for further processing. Next, mouse. A mouse is a computer hardware that receives input in the form of movement, buttons, presses or clicks, and scroll that can be used to select text, icons, files, and folders. On a personal computer, a mouse is one device that cannot be left behind, except on a touchscreen computer. Unlike on a laptop or notebook, even without a mouse, the laptop can still be run. However, laptop users often use a mouse if they want to do something that requires speed and precision, such as designing. And last, scanner. A scanner is an input hardware device used to convert physical documents, such as papers, photo, or object, into digital formats. This process is done by scanning image or text on physical document, then converting them into digital files that can be stored, edited, and further processed on a computer. The second hardware based on function is the process device. 2. Process device. Process device is component that function to process data. After entering data into a computer via an output device such as keyboard, the data will be processed first in the processing device before being presented to the user via an output device. The processing device can be said to be a component that bridges between input device, output device, and storage device. This is because all computing tasks run on the processing device. Some examples of processing device are CPU. Central Processing Unit is the main data processing hardware device in a computer. CPU can be called the brain of the computer because CPU regulated all activity and the running of all programs, including software in it. The main function of CPU was to perform arithmetic and logic operation on data taken from the main function of CPU is to perform arithmetic and logic operation on data taken from memory or from information provided through some hardware. Next, RAM. RAM is hardware components in computer and other electronic devices that function as a random access memory. Simply put, RAM is the main working memory or short-term memory of a computer. It stores data and instructions that are currently being actively used by processing CPU to run application and operating system. As the main working memory, RAM has the main function of temporarily storing data and instructions that are being processed by the CPU. See motherboard. The motherboard is a container of various electronic components that are interconnected to make the PC device work. On the motherboard, there is a BIOS chip or driver programs and connectors used to connect each device. The motherboard has a primary function as a central connection between devices installed on a PC. Between the motherboard and its part can connect code that will be function into a performance of the computer device. And the third function is output device. Third output device. An output device is a hardware component that play a crucial role in the information processing cycle of a computer system. In detail, an output device is a physical interface that receives processed digital data from a central processing unit or CPU or graphic processing unit or GPU and transfer it into a form that can be understood or used by humans. This transformation process involves converting electronic signal into physical representation that are in accordance with human sense, such as a visual, audio, or physical. Output device act as the end of the information processing stage, presenting computational result in a format that is meaningful to the user. Some examples of processing device are 1. Monitor. Monitor is one type of output hardware system or output device system used to output the result of CPU processing such as letters, numbers, and special characters, other symbols, graphics, images, sounds, and special forms that can be read by the machine. The main function of the monitor on a computer is to display visual information to the user, in addition to other functions of the monitor, namely displaying graphics and text display. As a video and multimedia display screen, providing a visual interface that allows user to interact with the computer through the graphic user interface. 2. Projector. A projector is an optical device used to project images, video, or other presentation onto a larger surface, such as a screen or wall. A projector works by directing light through a lens onto the target surface, creating enlarged images or video. There are several different types of projector, including digital projector that use LCD or DLP technology, and film projector that use a physical reel of film. 3. Printer. A printer is a hardware device used to print digital data on a computer, such as text, documents, or images, to physical media such as papers and banners. This device has a role is closely related to the user. The main function of the printer is to convert digital data into physical prints. The digital data can be text, images, graphics, or a combination of all of them. In performing this function, the printer is connected to the computer via various types of connection, such as USB cables, network, or even wireless Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Okay everyone, that's all my presentation. I hope my presentation can be useful and thank you for your attention.